Hi, it's Gadget UK here again, back for another video on the Neogeo. So this is my AES. I fixed this in a previous video years ago. There'll be a link top right, maybe a bit crusty. I was working on the carpet, but it's worth watching that video. Yeah, the Fusion from Furrtek. So this is an AES to NVS adapter. It came with some instructions here. Let's just have a quick look at this if I can. So compared to other products, the Fusion converter has the following advantages. No manual adjustment depending on the game. Some of the early ones, the AliExpress ones, you have like a variable resistor, you've got to adjust it, try and get one of the clocks like dialed in right. So it doesn't need that, it's automatic. LED indication of power supply problems, that's nice, I like that. So if your 5 volt level's too low, it'll indicate on there probably. Precisely reproduces the function of components found in AES game cartridges. Absolutely amazing. Systematic quality control of various games before shipping. So what he means by that is he's testing specific games that are known to cause problems with other adapters to make sure his adapter doesn't cause a problem with getting the wrist strap on. That's the first thing I would say. Get yourself a wrist strap if you're handling something like this, even for playing games. How do you get in this? Is it sealed? Or is it? I think it's sealed. Actually, it's a one-time thing. So I'm going to have to cut this to get inside it. So you can see, I haven't tested it so far, haven't been in it. I hope it's not one of these things that's dead on arrival. I don't think so, there's no reason why it should be, but I always fall unlucky with things. I've covered that before on the channel. Certainly on the night's chance I had to do an adjustment to something. So it looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, there are some fingerprints here. It's been sat in that bag for ages though. So I may just give it a wipe with IPA first. So I quite like the way he's joined the two boards together here with these standoffs. It means you're not going to bend them, fold them together. Obviously it'd be nice if I had a shell, but the way he's laid it out is the chips are on the inside of the PCB edges there. Just looking down there you can see there's a quad flat pack. It's all done with one chip by the looks of things. But there are some components on the bottom board here. Some little regulators and passives or 7.4 series or something. Anyway, this is front. It's got the arrow here. I always forget on the AES because the thing is, it's not an NVS, is it? Yeah, so that's where the NVS arrow is going to go, to the front. Does it mean front as in that's the front for here though? That's what I'm not sure about. I think so. It can't be any other way. AES are AES, and this is the front of an AES. So, hang on, let's try and line it with the slot. So I would say push the little slot down, you know, the doors open, in order to allow you to get that in there like that. And then let's test with, and I didn't wipe the cart contacts, let's just try it without. I've got Fatal Fury Special here, Real About Fatal Fury Special. Let's just clean the contacts on that, because that's been sat around for the best part of 3 or more years without any use at all, in an environment where there was a bit of moisture in there, and I have dehumidifiers in that environment to deal with that. There's a little bit of grey coming off there. They are gold plated, I think these. Just flip it that way up and do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, that side's quite dirty. There's quite a lot of contaminant come off there. I'll just go over those with the dry end as well. Do the other side. Yeah, so the arrow, you'd think because the arrow's here, it's got to go like that. And that makes perfect sense really. Hang on. It's not that easy to align that. Is that going to go in? Yeah, this is the way I would align it though. God, that's really tight. That doesn't want to go in. Just making sure there's nothing, no reason that won't go in. It's nice though because the label's this way up, so everything kind of makes sense there. Just wiggling it sideways just marginally. Fine, press down. I think that's in. It doesn't. No, it's not. It's just like sitting on the edge. Those are so close to each other. Wow, that was hard to get in. I think once you've put it in and out a few times, it might be all right. Let's switch the TV on first of all. Let's try powering it on. See what happens. I do hope I've got this round the right way. and we've got, it says PSU OK low. There's a little thing pointing to the right, so I guess there's an LED there under that. I know what's going to happen now. It's going to say PSU low. Switch it on. That's on, so PSU must be low. It's booting. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, so my PSU is low. And that might be not a problem for games like this, but it may be for other ones. That's amazing.
Real power, Fatal Fury Special.
Fantastic. Well, let's hit start. I'm not going to play these games for a massive amount of time each. I just want to test a variety of different games here. Skip that. It's an incredible long time since I played this. Anyway, that is working. Let's just press reset. I'm just curious to test, you know, standard sort of features and things. Yeah, that's working. I'm very pleased. Right, so let's switch that off. I'll try a different cart now. I appreciate I haven't really tested that very much, have I? Now the key here is how easy this is going to get out. And you can see straight away I've got a bit of a problem. It's like it's pulling out the adapter with it. So some wrist strap would be required and some patience to try and disconnect this from the cartridge. And I'm struggling to get that off right now. I think the idea is these are so cheap, you buy one for every single cartridge, you've got to leave them permanently connected. And I guess I'll show you the process as I try and wrestle with this here. I'm trying to ease it off, but, well, you can see, it's completely stuck in there. It really is. One thing I would say is maybe unscrew these two screws here, that might actually help. Just like so, it's not so tight at that point. You know, at the top here where they're joined together, I suspect if we undo that screw, hang on, is it a Torx? In fact, it's not Torx, it's hexagonal. I don't think this will fit, I think this is too big. Yeah, that's too big. Maybe try and pull. Oh, wow, that is welded in there. I mean, I thought that might be a case because, you know what, when pushing it in, it was incredibly hard. I'm going to get something to undo those. Those are going to be a problem. Yeah, so how my tools that I got from Albert Mather, who's a good friend of mine. I've got one of these things, hopefully. That may allow me to get it in there. Yeah, there we go, and just undo that. Not completely, just loosen it off. Because I think if that's not so tight, it may allow a little bit of leeway between them, which means they separate a bit easier. Let's try that. Let's see if that's any easier now. It might not be, because it's still going to be a really firm socket, is the point. Let's try and pull there. Oh my goodness. And there. You can see why the wrist strap is a good idea. I know what's going to happen, it's going to pull out an angle and break. I'm just trying to rock one way and then the other. And then the other. It's always a problem though when you've got two connectors. certainly new ones like this. I can't get that out. I feel it's going to give way in a minute. It's coming off there. I'm trying to pull by the points there. Those are a bit looser, obviously, in a controlled way, so that I don't just, there we go, slip off, and there you go, it's come off. That was really tight. I feel like I've had a workout after doing that. I really do. I feel exhausted. Right, let's just put that cartridge out of the way. Again, just looking down the flap here just to get this aligned as I hold the flap open. I don't want to damage my AES, so we go, push it in. So it goes into the AES really easy, and I'm guessing after a few insertions and removals it'll get a little bit easier to get it in and out. So, you know, remember it's €60, and you can adjust those screws. Maybe adjust those screws before you start, before you do your first insertion. We'll try the 161-in-1. I'm curious to see how this behaves on here. We already know we've got a low power issue, so yeah, this might be out of the realms of the arrows down here. Might be out of the realms of compatibility here because of power. Again, it's very hard to get it in. Oh god, it's going to be hard to get it out again, isn't it? Right, let's just try that. I'm sure that's going to go red again. Yep, it's red again. And the menu's up, which is a miracle. Let me just reset the TV because it's doing the standard definition issue this TV thing does, whereas it's something to do with interlace, isn't it? Or the, you know, the refresh rate. It halves it instead of, oh god, it's a pain in the bum this. I'll just switch it off and on, it's easier. There we go, full size. And let's just see if anything works on this. I wouldn't expect it to be flawless on something like this, the 161-in-1, but you never know, it might work. Bear in mind I've got the AES 161-in-1, there'll be a link to that video top right. So you don't need to get one of these adapters for the 161-in-1 like you used to. That's working though, isn't it? I'm so pleased. I think the real test is going to be, do the NG dev games work on it? We can try Krautbuster, and we can try Fast Striker maybe. Why is start not working there? Oh, I pressed a different button there to start it. Yeah, I thought I needed to press start. I didn't. I needed to press A. Sweet. Shutting up there. Oh, what am I pointing here? Can you tell I've not played it for a while? Absolutely perfect. Looks and sounds sweet.
Thank you. special.
Absolutely brilliant, incredible. He's done an amazing job. It's just flawless, absolutely flawless.
Mission complete.
Now I forget how you get back to the menu on the MVS version. I think you have to hold reset down, don't you? Is it like reset down for a second or two? I can't remember. That might just reset the game, I think. I may need to power cycle it. Yeah, it's just gone straight into the game, so switch it off, switch it on. Let's just try the game on that cartridge. Yeah, just looking at that power LED indication, it shows like a half on, half off for low. So maybe my 5 volts isn't low. I think fully on like that is okay. Trying to think of a high mid-count cart here. One of the later King of Fighters, maybe. Like King of Fighters 2003, maybe. Let's try that. I can't imagine any particular game not working on this, to be honest. Bear in mind, this is a bootleg version of this game. I do have the original for this one, I think. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm thinking of King of Fighters 2000. I think I have that. Yeah, that seems to be okay. Let's just start it.
Leader select. Member select. Order select. 俺一人で十分してやる。Ready, go! 行けよな。どうした？
Spam the special moves is the best way. Trying to get a special move and failing. There we go. Spam, spam, spam.
You win.
Just flawless, absolutely flawless. Yeah, so it's amazing it works with the 161-in-1. So let's switch that off and let's prepare for trauma again. I'm trying to remove this thing. Yeah, it's like it's always going to pull that out at the same time, isn't it? Like I say, please don't be critical of Furrtek here. It's incredible it's produced this. And this is the sort of thing that you're always going to have a problem with an adapter. I can't imagine not having this kind of issue. There you go, it's coming off a bit easier this time, which is what I figured. As it's had, there you go, as it's had one or two, maybe several inserts and removes, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. Certainly if you do what I do and just undo those two screws there that give you just this little bit of looseness there, like that. What you might want to do is stick a little bit, once you've done that, stick a little bit, I may do it on this, of hot melt glue. Can you see it's loose? Yeah, a bit of hot melt glue on that side there. You know, yeah, I think that would work. or a bit of tape or something, just to stop them falling out over a period of insertions and removals. So let's try one of the other games, Xeno Crisis. Let's try this. So again, I can't see any reason why this wouldn't work, but you never know, it might not have been tested so far. So yeah, there's some links above to when we looked at Xeno Crisis. It's an amazing game from Bitmap Bureau. I love this game. I've got the AES version as well, which I was in the middle of doing a video. I haven't got around to showing you that, and I started looking at it about a year ago, and I was going to do the video and found a problem with the charboard, I think. So I sent it off to Mike, who said he would kindly see if he could fix the thing, reprogram it or something, check the chips out on it. But that was like 18 months ago. He's been very busy. I'm about to drop him an email actually, because you know, I thought maybe he's too busy to send it back and I might never get it back. That's a possibility. So I was going to buy a bootleg from AliExpress and put a bootleg charboard with it just to get it up and running. So I may do that just in order that I can continue the review of that. Bear in mind, it'll be half a real, a genuine board, half a bootleg. It might be an interesting video to do anyway. It's just the only way I can do it, because he didn't respond to me last time I sent a message, but he's been very busy, is the point. So yeah, I'm not holding any grudges or anything there. It was amazing of them to send me that to start with, but yeah, I've kind of got half an AES version at the moment.
Commander Darius.
And that is working. Half height again because I'm on darn TV. There we go.
Buckle up, mateheads.
I love this game so much, it's so cool. You always hear me say the same things. I cannot sing enough praises for this game, really.
Commencing operations.
You can get the ROM for this as well, if you don't want to spend money on an actual dedicated, hang on, what's the button? There you go. Cartridge.
Room clear.
And obviously it's on the SNES, the Mega Drive. I've got the SNES version to show as well soon, but that kind of got backlogged behind the AES version.
Room clear.
Dreamcast, Xbox, PlayStation, it's all over the place, this game. GameCube, N64, and what's the other one they did recently? The Game Boy Advance, it's on the Game Boy Advance as well.
Room clear.
Oh, playing so badly.
Room clear.
Oh, I can't believe I've lost a life already. Trying to work out how to start it, there we go.
Room clear.
Let's just try and beat the first boss.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I am good at this game. Not on here. Oh, I lost another life. Yeah, when I play this on the Xbox, for example, I can do a lot better. You've got 2 analog sticks there, though, don't you? Try and find the grave key. Where's the... It's quite hard with 4 buttons. Hang on, start again, hang on. Ow. You know, I'm not even going to do the first boss, am I? Oh my god. Tell you what, I made that look difficult.
Area clear.
E, that's about as good as I deserve for that.
Engaged alien hostiles and took care of their little friend. Now proceeding to the facility.
That's interesting, you only get that on the AES version. There's just a little slight clip in here.
Make your selection.
Just make sure the next round starts. Hang on, let's just go down there.
Looks like you're in for a fight.
I don't usually use this controller either, if I'm honest. I'm not used to using the NeoSD controller with this game. I use my custom arcade stick.
Room clear. Rescue the humans.
Anyway, that is working. Let's just hit reset. Everything's just perfect, as you'd imagine, really. It's just hit start. Let's just have a look at options.
Make your
Oh, I
selection.
pressed start, didn't I? Let's just do that again. Yeah, there we go. Just so you can get to the different background music tracks there. Sounds incredible. Yep, that's absolutely amazing. Right, so let's switch that off, wrestle with the adapter again. Let's see if it's any easier to get off this time. What's annoying is there's nothing to hold on to, you know, so you kind of have to sort of pull aside at a time like that, maybe. Like that. Pull on. There we go. So, let's put my Xeno Crisis away. Let's now try one of the NG Dev games. Now these are the ones that I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to work or not. I'm honestly not overly confident. So let's try this one. Is this Krautbuster maybe? Yeah, that one's Krautbusters, or Buster, singular, not plural. So let's carefully plug it back in. Yeah, I'm just going to just stand up and look down on the slot there. It's always worth doing things like that, just to make sure you get it as straight aligned as you can. That's it, that's in. Arrow to the front. Arrow in the front. And again, you know, what you have to do here is just like, try and look to make sure you've got an equal space on each side. But maybe try and edge into the slot on one side like that. Hang on, if you can. Like that feels straight. And then try and push down. Well, that was tight. That's the tightest one so far, but it's a third-party game, remember, so there might be some slight differences in the tolerances and things there. Let's switch that on. Please don't break. Not booting. Let's take it back out again. I'm trying to hold the adapter there. There we go. Just wondering what that was. I can see a shiny thing. I don't know what shiny thing is. Open, pull a pin out. Let's try and get it back in again. Right, it's in there again. So I'm going to clean this because I don't know. Maybe it's that, but maybe it's not. Maybe it just doesn't like adapters. Right, yeah, clean. Nothing came off that. Let's just try that again. Really stiff that. And switch it on again. Yeah, you can see it doesn't work. I could try resetting it. Leave it for a period of time. I can't remember, does it have a boot up time on it? I honestly can't remember with this cartridge. No, that does not work. I am surprised at that. So that's a negative, isn't it? Something we'll get. Yeah, just inspecting it here. Everything's right, the arrow's right, everything's right. I could try holding down the buttons maybe. Oh, hang on. I resetted it again. Yeah, so hang on, did that just reset itself? I think it did. Oh, no, it's alright. So, I don't know. Yeah, your experience with some of the NG Dev games may be a bit hit and miss. Because it's interesting to see how flaky or stable it is with the reset. You can see it just doesn't work, does it? So we'll hold reset a second. Yeah, so the time you hold the reset makes a difference. Let's hold reset again. Yeah, it's not getting a long enough reset is what the issue is when you press the reset button. The reset timing on this AES, look, might be different to an MVS. And the reset timing may play an important role. I just want to see if we can sort the video out. I don't think so. Oh, God. There we go. Right. In all its full screen glory. I think that this is my favourite NG Dev game. They did such a cool job on this. I think close behind that is Fast Striker, and some people it might be Razion. Is it Razion? I think it is, yeah, Razion. Start. Again, just give this a brief go. And I've not played this for about 4 or more years. I honestly can't even remember much about it. And you have to click the little birds, don't you? Do you? There is there you go, a mask up there, but you can only get to it if you jump off that cow's head. Go with the wolf. It's so cool. It's like Metal Slug inspired, obviously, but it just feels like Metal Slug on steroids, certainly with the music. those guitar riffs. Oh, lost a life. Look at that little duck under the canal there. That's quite cool. No. Can't just hold fire down, I've noticed. I've actually never played so bad. I don't remember ever playing that bad. You can climb up there, can't you? You can get right up, you can work out where to jump. There's parts here you can jump onto, I don't know where now. Oh, dead again. Let's just try and get to the boss. Oh, dead again. Oh, it's funny when your head blows off like that. I'm sure it wouldn't be in real life. I'm amazed how hard this is compared to how I remember it. There we go. Anyway, let's just wait for it to end. Yeah, so anyway, Crowd Buster does work. You've just got to be patient with the reset, because if you just tap it, that's all you'll get. You've got to hold reset for a second, and it comes out of reset. Yeah, I bet that's just a consequence of this cartridge. We may find that with the other NG Dev games. We'll try another one next, I think. So, same thing. I need to wrestle with this now. I can't work. It's so wide. I can't work out the easiest, best way to do this. You see, if you pull too hard on one side, it might wrench off, and then you may damage the connector or something. So you do need to go like one side to the other, until it kind of frees up. If that makes sense. My thumb and finger can't reach. Right, there you go. You can't really reach around there. It's so wide. Right, let's get that back into the AES. And let's try this one. So this one's Fast Striker. Yeah, this is pretty much my favourite game on the MVS, if I'm honest. Or on the Neogeo, I should say, because we're not on the MVS at the moment. Oh my god, that's tight. Yeah, it went on. That one was incredibly tight. So let's see what happens with that. The arrow's facing forward. Switch it on. No, we've got garbage. Switch it off. Right, I think I need to clean that up now. Incredibly tight. I'm just looking to see, is it level? And are these gaps here equidistant? Yeah, they are. Let's try and switch it on again. The LED's alright. But we've got an issue. See, that works. That doesn't. Let's press reset, hold reset. No, so it doesn't work. I don't think. No, it doesn't work. And I'm gonna, if I can find the wet cotton bud, where's it gone? Yeah, clean this connector here, just in case that's got a bit dirty with the few inserts and removals. Yeah, you can't really see what I'm doing there. I'm just cleaning that slot. And power it on again, see what happens. Same thing. Yeah, you just get those like blocks. It's like there's a problem with the character board. Yeah, it's working fine on my MVS here. Yeah, so as you can see there, that was working fine. Let me just get the wrist strap back on before I touch any connections on that. And yeah, get that back in again. This time I'm going to try a bootleg. Just because it's got different chips and things on it, and timing may be slightly different on something there. You know, signal integrity and all that, and timing may be different on a bootleg. Let's get that in. It's nice, this clear one, because you can see it's perfectly aligned there. Again, super tight. There we go. There's a bit of fluff just gone down a gap there. I'll get that in a minute. Anyway, switch that on. Arrow to the front. LED at the front. And that booted okay. So this one's metal slug 6. Let's just start it. I'm not going to play much of this, just make sure it works.
Mission 1.
Yeah, that's working fine. It's actually my favourite of the Metal Slug games, this. Oh. Anyway, that works fine. Yeah, I know it's very loud. It's a Neogeo, it's got to be loud. Yeah, there was like a little white particle in there anyway. Let's see how easy this comes out. This was again hard to get in. So you can sort of rock upwards and downwards just marginally, because that kind of frees it up like that. Can you see that? See how it's coming out here? So you can sort of slightly rock up and down. You know what, I think that's my evolved way of doing it. But obviously you put a bit of stress on these things, but those look really well soldered, so I think that may be the easiest way of getting it out. We've tested a little bit of everything really. So we've got NeoSD here. And yeah, I don't have one of these for the AES, and I forget which way around these go now. It's not what you think. Like when it's in the... Oh, honestly, I can't remember now. Like, does it go that way up? I need to watch back my video. I'd say how you can tell. If you look at the height difference here, there's a narrow gap at the top and a wide gap at the bottom. And if you look at this one, look where the arrow is there. In fact, that doesn't really help, because here it kind of looks the same. You know, the gap looks the same. I'm going to go watch my review of this because I can't remember which way it goes in respect to the arrow, because there's no arrow on this. I may even just label these up. Yeah, so I'm not sure I showed you that. The NeoSD, the SD card, you've got to be careful because these have a hole on both sides. It goes with the SD card to the left, so it's going to go like that with the label facing forward. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's another one of these. Let's get this around the right way. It's another one of these, like the NG Dev, where the technology that's in the cart there has something very specific to MVS, which means, well, it didn't work last time I tried it. I've cleaned the cart edge up. Let's try it again. Facing like that with the SD card that way. That corresponds with the MVS, with the arrow being here, so that should be right. Switch it on. Yeah, and that's what we get if I reset it. That bit's right. Hang on, the game is booted now. So it might be one of these where you can play games from it, but you can't get the menu from it. Yeah, the game is working, look. I think. Yeah. Let me start that. Granted, the display is messed up again. Let me try and get the display right. Yeah, so the menu just doesn't work, and we get this weird thing here, version something ref, and you know, it just doesn't work. But you press reset to reset the game, I think. Yeah, and the game works. Right, let's start that. See if that works. So it may be a case of, if you're like me, you've got an MVS. You can use your MVS to program the cart and then use it with the AES by this adapter. Obviously, to be, you know, thorough there, I would need to test lots of different games with different meg counts on this, you know, cart this way. I'm not going to do that. So my advice to you is, don't get one of these with the assumption you're going to be able to use NeoSD on it. You're better off buying a NeoSD for the AES. But I mean, it looks and sounds and plays okay here so far. Playing badly. Yeah. So I think we'll leave it there with the NeoSD. This could be one of those things that varies between AES revisions. I'm not ruling out the fact if I had a later AES here, the menu may work. You can sort of navigate, you can't really see it, but yeah, I think I did before, and I could press, look, I can sort of get in the, you see these are menu options, I just press something there. So it's like, it's trying to work, but well, it just can't display it properly. Let's now take that out. We'll just try one more cart here. Do what I was suggesting, which is to wiggle up and down like that. Can you see it's coming? On the side, gently, up, down. Not a lot, but just doing that, there you go, it's coming out, look. Just makes it a bit easier than trying to wrestle with it. Yeah, I did just knock the camcorder almost over. Yeah, so in summary, this works really well. It works for some things, not others. I just noticed we got a pin there that looks a bit squished. I don't know. Yeah, just here, can you see one pin's been pressed in? I wonder if that has anything to do with the issue on there. Maybe even on Fast Striker. I might just try and push that in. We'll give Fast Striker another go. I'm just going to just push it down a bit. Yeah, it's one of those where just touching it, it's gone back into its position. So I mean, was it, you know, inserting, removing that made that loose? Don't know, the pin there just needs a press as well. We'll give it one more go with Fast Striker. If Fast Striker started working, then I might give it another go with the NeoSD, but yeah, I'll show you that while I'm doing it just so you can see. You get garbage there. And please wait. I wonder if we can get into the Universe menu there. I forget how you do it. Is it hold down, select and start? I think it is. Let's just hold down, select and start. Yeah, look, even the universe menu doesn't display properly. It's a strange one, isn't it? So a huge thanks to Furrtek for producing the Fusion. It does what it says on the tin, really. It converts from MVS to AES, and we're talking about original cars. You know, any of the original cars you can have no problems with, and it's going to give you full compatibility really with the MVS library on your AES. But when it comes to, you know, some of these homebrew games, you know, they've used CPLDs and FPGAs and things on some of these carts here, and very clever bank switching routines and things that use clocks and edges of signals to time things perfectly to get that bank switching working right. So yeah, you're going to have some sort of incompatibility with some modern cartridges like that, like the NeoSD as well. But it may be the sort of thing that Furrtek could, if he gets his hands on a NeoSD and some of these games from NGDev, he may be able to make the compatibility even better in a future model. But I think it's brilliant, and it's really affordable and stuff, and really well made. So I do hope you found that video interesting. There'll be another video coming up on the AES and a few more on the MVS. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to support the channel, please see the Ko-fi and Patreon links down below. Those things just keep the channel going, so I cannot thank you enough for your support. I'll catch you in the next video.